Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King, and today I'm going to be giving you part 5 of What If Naruto Returned with a Yin-Yang Bloodline. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends in social media platform, and also guys, stay tuned for the rest of what is coming your way over Anime King and Anime King 3. If you're new, yes, it's not ridiculous, it's exact as you hear. I did have 3 channels. Anime King, Anime King 2, and Making 3. And on these channels I post what if every single day. Yes, once again, that's right, every single day. Each day, you get a new what if to sit back, relax, and enjoy, guys. So yeah, links will be down in the description for the other channels, so go ahead and check them out. And I really hope that you guys enjoy, so yeah. Without further ado, what do you say we jump right into this new episode? Start the intro. So, the last time we left off, Naruto made it rather clear to Jiraiya that he want nothing to do with him. Jiraiya decided to speak to him calmly rather than taking the harsh approach, as he wished him good luck on his journey. So with that he left, leaving Naruto to his thoughts. We then skip towards Naruto arriving 1 hour before the meeting start, as Sai arrived. Naruto had been attacked by Sai earlier, but he chose not to engage. Sai thought that he could outwit Naruto by speaking, or that he could learn more. But it seems like done so. Information regarding the blonde was outdated because, well, it was far from who he is right now. So Sai just had to remain quiet, as Naruto was too different. With that going on, a council meeting was called with all the younger generations. Given what was going on, Tsunade decided to tell them exactly who Naruto was. They were shocked to find out that he was a son of the fort, after Shikamaru brought the secret information when he learned that Naruto was a Kyuubi, Jinchuriki. As the group couldn't believe it. It was then that Hinata said that Naruto had speak to Neji. Tsunade immediately became suspicious, but Neji was able to cool things down rather quickly. As they spoke, Tsunade told him a lot. This was the younger generations and things were going to be passed on to them, so they ought to know what is going on. Right now Naruto was seen as a flight risk, as she wanted his friends to be there to support him and help him. As Neji was the one to take the blame off Naruto, saying that all he had gone through. Neji also kind of went a bit harsh, saying that Konoha preached about family, but yet he had so much family and none of them decided to adopt him. Even after knowing that his father was Minato, none of the clan heads decided to step up. None of them had anything to say, because they all knew that he didn't want to, well, do anything regarding Naruto back then. But now that he's changing, they all start to rile up, and they all want to do something about it. It's sick Neji, but he had to pretend like he was still on their side, as these people did not even know that they were a few hundred steps behind Naruto's plans. So with that, Shikamaru was given a task of playing shogi with Naruto. A chance to find out more about him, a chance to find out where his mindset was. As Tsunade brought them all together and gave them the mission that they need to be there as his friends. They need to help him through these trying times. But Neji was going to relay this all back to Naruto sooner or later, so it did not really matter. Danzo didn't like that nothing was going his way, but for now he would just remain quiet. He already had Sai on the mission already regarding Uzumaki. So with that, Tsunade dismissed them all and told them to go ahead. So yeah guys, that's basically what I thought. You guys can switch across the play, check it out for yourself, and yeah, what do you say we just jump right into this new episode? We begin this episode a few minutes after the meeting, at the main gate. Hello, Naruto Uzumaki, Sakura Haruno, Sai. My name is Yamato, and I'll be your captain for this mission. Unlike Kakashi, I'm not your sensei. I'm not your mentor. I am your captain, and you are merely shinobis under my beck and call. Don't expect me to cuddle you at any point in time, during our time together. Now, before we go, is there anything any of you like to say? Yamato asks. I have a question, said Naruto. Go on, said Yamato. Is Yamato your real name? Or your mission code name, Naruto asks. I'm afraid that is none of your business, Naruto-san. I will only answer questions that are relevant to the mission. Very well. Then tell me all about your abilities, said Naruto. My abilities are also none of your business. A shinobi never reveal any information about his business. In the shinobi world today, friend can easily become tomorrow foe. Yamato said that straight face, as Naruto stood there. Today, friend can easily become tomorrow foe, he thought. I see. This guy was brought in because he had some kind of advantage over me. This is why there's something so strange, but yet so familiar about his chakra, and the potency of it. But Naruto had another way of getting out information out of him. You realize our enemy is Orochimaru, right? I know the Hokage must have informed you about our abilities. Our chance of success would be a lot higher if we knew more about each other. We can't be surprised by the enemy and our own teamwork by their abilities on the same mission. Sasuke Uchiha retrieval rests on the succession of this mission, said Naruto, as he used Sasuke name as a trump card. Fair enough, I hear your point and I've heard it. We will make one stop close to the land of grass. That is where we will practice our teamwork drill before our meeting with the spy. I will show you what I can do then, and only then, said Yamato, in a rather serious tone. That sounds good to me, said Naruto. Tsunade-sama was right. This Naruto is completely different from the one in his profile, thought Yamato. Any other questions? Yamato asked. I don't have a question, but a mere statement. You know a spy can lose their sense of loyalty and defect to the enemy side. Yes, I'm aware of that, said Yamato. Good. Then you're aware that this could be a possible ploy set by Orochimaru to capture us, correct? Yes, and, said Yamato, if Orochimaru shows up, I'll fight him on my own. The rest of you must focus on capturing Kabuto and finding Sasuke, said Naruto. Nonsense! As if I would ever allow that. Orochimaru is one of the Sannin. You're no match for him. None of us are. If Orochimaru turns up, we will have to retreat and call for backup. I am not taking anyone's side, however. Dickless is a student of one of the Sannins, and he was able to single-handedly defeat an Akatsuki member, the group that Orochimaru is afraid of. Also, according to my sensei, Orochimaru's hands seal away the Shinigami, so he has limited ability to use ninjutsu. Finally, if things get difficult, Dickless still have a demon fox to fall on. Perhaps there is some merit to give him to fight Orochimaru when you take all of that into account. Sai said, as emotionlessly as possible. The only way I can probably get intel on him is for him to fight someone strong, Sai thought. And Orochimaru would be the perfect example. Sai is right. We have to save Sasuke at any cost. We won't get this close anytime soon, ever again, said Sakura. She hated to admit it, but even though she had become much stronger over the years, Naruto was still far above her. The gap just seemed to not have shortened at all, and now knowing that he had the fox to fall on, it seems like the gap had just become a lot wider. Nevertheless, that power was serving for the greater good. So she didn't have time to entertain thoughts of jealousy, not if it might bring back Sasuke-kun. She will have time to think about that once Sasuke was back in her arms, where he belonged. That is exactly what she thought. As you can imagine, I'm inclined to agree with them. And you're crazy if you think Orochimaru let us escape. We will have to fight it out to the death. Yamato released a sigh. He had no choice but to agree. Fine, you're right. We don't really have much of a choice. Tsunade-sama must have realized that it can also come to this. The fact that she sent us must mean that she had enough faith in us that we can survive this. We will do as you wish. If Orochimaru joins the scene, the rest of us will focus our mind and body on capturing Kabuto and get the whereabouts of Sasuke. It's a mission code after all. A shinobi must always put the mission above everything else. Wise decision. Now then, shall we be on our way, said Naruto. Yes, it's time to go. Team 7, move out, said Yamato. Time skip. 3 days later, Tenchi Bridge. What happened? How did I get here, Kabuto said. The 19-year-old got to his feet. As he looked around confused, he was standing on a hilltop. Kabuto was in shock to what he saw down below and around him. As Kabuto glanced down, he saw buildings, well-crafted buildings that look almost technological, with the plant life mixing in between, running through, giving it the perfect balance between the plant life and the technological world. This was something that he never heard of or seen before. It was well known that industrialization and nature could not exist in the same place. Humans were always required to destroy nature to build their technological devices. However, it was different here. They were combined in a perfect harmony, a perfect blend. It was then that Kabuto glanced up when he saw shadows. To his shock, some of the buildings were flying, things that far surpassed his mind when it comes towards technology. Whatever he was on, he saw far ahead there was massive whirlpools that protect the village from possible invasion or attacks. Truly, this place was more than remarkable. It was like a dream. If anything, this seemed like heaven. If you ask him, not Earth. But it was only then that Kabuto started to realize that he might have indeed traveled to the afterlife. The last thing he remembered was a three-tailed Naruto Uzumaki staring at him with those sinister eyes before he blacked out. And now he was here. No way. I couldn't possibly have died. How did this happen? Kabuto said. Kabuto felt a hand placed on his shoulder. You're not dead. Immediately, a chakra scalpel appeared in his hand as he swung. His hand cut in directly through Naruto, but it simply passed through him like it was nothing. An illusion, said Kabuto. Not an illusion, but the after image, as Naruto stood a distance behind him. An after image? What does that mean exactly? Kabuto asked as he dropped into a battle stance. It is a result of my Bloodline Kinjutsu, the swift release, shadowless flight technique. That after image that you see is a result of your eyes unable to keep up with my movement, said Naruto. No way. There's no way that he's that fast. That kind of speed would put him at a level far beyond Sasuke. He might be even faster than the Raikage, Kabuto thought. The doubt in your eyes is understandable. I don't blame you for not believing me. However, your refusal to accept the truth, it doesn't change reality. But think about it carefully. Knowing who my father is it really surprising that he'll be able to move at this speed? Kabuto's eyes widened in surprise, and also realization. Orochimaru once said that Naruto was the fourth Kage's son, but I never believed it up until now. He never showed any talent that the heir of Uzumaki Kushina and Minato no Mikaze should have up until this very moment. Kabuto was not really sure what to make of the current situation. However, I know that things in this world are always not exactly what it seems, but I never thought I would be the one to be fooled by him. Worse than how I tried to fool him 3 years ago in Chunin exams. You said something about having a Kek Genkai. What is this Kek Genkai you speak of? Kabuto asked. All in good time, Kabuto, Naruto said. Anyway, is that really the question that you should be asking right now? Aren't you wondering where we are? Or why I brought you here? As Kabuto's eyes widened once again. You brought me here? What is this place? And how did you bring me here? Why can't I dispel this genjutsu? Is it because you're using the fox chakra? Kabuto asks. Well, you're right about one thing. I was able to bring and keep you here because of the fox chakra. However, this is not genjutsu. This is my mindscape. The ability to drag your consciousness into your mindscape is an ability that all Jinchuriki possess. However, I've altered that technique so I can drag others into my mindscape as well. This is unbelievable. Is this really Naruto? Was he really a genius all along? Was he only pretending to be an idiot all this time? Kabuto wondered. This can't be possible. How can anyone possess such a powerful ability? That would mean absolute and guaranteed defeat for anyone that looked into your eyes. Kabuto argued. So what? Isn't that the same for people like Itachi or Shisui Uchiha? One look in their eyes and everything is over. But, relax Kabuto, said Naruto. This ability is not something I'd risk using against powerful opponents. Can you imagine what Itachi would do if I just invited him within my mind? What about a powerful member of the Yamanaka, like Inoichi? I'm taking a big risk by bringing you here. I see, said Kabuto. He glanced around until he did not see what he was looking for. Where's the Kyuubi? He asked. If coming here is an ability granted to you by your Jinchuriki status, then shouldn't the fox be here? I have banished him to another part of my mind for the time being. There is no telling what he will do if he saw you here. Kabuto gulped a bit, as the fear that he was thinking about the Kyubey, so was set aside for the moment. Alright, answer me this. Why does your mindscape look like this? What is the significance for a place like this, especially someone like you, who contains such an evil spirit inside of him? As Kabuto was hoping to gather as much information as possible before the blonde Uzumaki attacked him, or perhaps feed him to the fox. It was also a diversion tactic, as he tried to find a way to get out of here. This place actually exists in the real world. It's a place I feel most safe and comfortable in. A place that I want to protect with everything I have in me. Naruto answered truthfully, causing surprise to leak into Kabuto's face. I don't understand, this isn't Konoha, and I've never heard of or seen this place. Why is it so important to you? I thought you wanted to be the Hokage. Shouldn't Konoha be the most precious place to you, Kabuto asked, with a raised eyebrow. This was a bit too much taking for Kabuto. It was almost like everything was being wiped away, and placed a new reality in his mind. I have no intentions of becoming Hokage. In fact, I will become the Uzukage, and then I will destroy Konoha. Or destroy Konoha and then I become Uzukage, in whichever order. What? Kabuto said in shock. Yes, the place that you see in my mind is the new Uzu that I've rebuilt. I've already recruited a couple of clans under my wing. The Fuma clan, former of Oto, and leader Fuma Keijiro, the branch family of the Hyuga clan, led by Neji Hyuga. The Komariza clan, a clan that I managed to convince to defect from the Hidden Stone due to the mistreatment led by Komariza. Susubaki, the Sora clan, formerly known as the Hidden Sky Village or the Sky Country, possessing a vessel off the Ribi, led by Sora. Shino, the Netsuko clan, formerly known as Netsuko Village, and conceding Kunoichi's only, led by Shizuka Netsuko. And finally, but not least, the Hoshi clan, formerly known as Hashigakure Sado, a clan of people whose DNA were said to be mutated by a mystical star that fell near to their village, given their chakra manipulation to inhuman level, led by Hoshi. Natsuai, Naruto explained. The expression on Kabuto's face twisted so much time, as Naruto found it really amusing. You turn former hidden villages into clans, and assimilate them into your hidden village. I've heard of clans banding together to form a hidden village, but I never heard of whole villages forming together to form a clan within a village. So much power, so much potential. Kabuto thought out loud, a surprising smirk forming on his face. I knew that would catch his interest. Now what are you gonna do about this information? Naruto thought as he looked at Kabuto. Kabuto threw his head back as he started to laugh. I think I get it now. Never in my life, I think, I could ever imagine such an interesting scenario, Naruto-kun. You intrigue me to no end. Sounds like you just enjoy a moment of revelation. Naruto trailed off with a questioning tone. Well, I guess you could say I did, Kabuto said confidently. Well, what are you waiting for? Tell me all about it, said Naruto. I'm rather interested. Alright, Naruto-kun, I think I get it now. Why you chose to bring me to this place? It has become obvious after everything that has been said. Okay, said Naruto. Earlier on, you expressed your desire to destroy Konoha and become the new Uzukage. You then went on and took the liberty of explaining how most of your new clans are former villages. And it is no secret that just like you, Orochimaru seek the destruction of Konoha. And the sound is a small ninja village as well. With all of that in mind, your reason for bringing me here becomes easy to rather see. You want me to persuade Orochimaru to join Uzu as the clan head of the Sound clan, formerly from the Hidden Sound. Is that correct, Naruto-kun? Interesting theory, Kabuto. You almost read my intentions. Almost. Which is better than most people, said Naruto. What do you mean, almost? What could I possibly miss, said Kabuto. Well, yes, you're right on a few accounts. I do want to assimilate this Sound into Uzu. And I do want them to become a clan. However, Orochimaru being the clan head is not what I seek. I want you to be the clan head. And I want you to be the new member. of my newly found organization, Akakitsune, an organization that is dedicated to destroy the Akatsuki and Konoha and resurrect Uzu, said Naruto in a casual tone. As Kabuto was shocked. What? You're probably not aware of this, but I was the one that killed Sasori. Before his death though, he gave me his journal as a gift for beating him. The same personal journal that entails information about his spies and his network. You see, I'm not running the spy information. I am running the entire organization. I'm your boss. You killed Sasori? On your own? Kabuto said in shock. You're starting to sound like Hinata. As Naruto chuckled. Anyway, yes, I single-handedly killed Sasori. Now I'm aware that you intended to betray Sasori and partner with Orochimaru so that you could eliminate him. However, I'm willing to overlook that small detail if you were willing to cooperate with me. You see, Kabuto, I'm very interested in Orochimaru's scientific and ninjutsu research, and I doubt he'll be willing to share his secrets with me. So this is how it's gonna go. When I leave this mindscape, I will proceed to go to battle with Orochimaru, and the end result will be Orochimaru's demise. You on the other hand will be left to do battle with Orochimaru, research experiment, Yamato, snare the apprentice was master, her super strength technique, Sakura, Danzo student, Sai. Now defeating all three of them will be a rather hard task for you. There is also Kakashi Hatake. Jiraiya and Tsunade once said that you were on the same level as him, but Kakashi has become a lot stronger, and he has 3 decent partners against you on his own. Fighting 4 of them would amount to suicide on your part. So this is what you will do. Wait a minute. Why are you talking like I'll have to fight Kakashi? He's not even here. And why are you talking like I'm on your side, said Kabuto. In Konoha we were told that Hatake Kakashi injuries were too severe for him to accompany us on this mission. It said that it would take another 2 weeks for him to recover, so Yamato Teiko was assigned to our team as a team leader. However, you see Kabuto, I'm a rather powerful sensor, so I knew that was a lie. Kakashi Hatake has been following us since we left the village. I was able to sense him the moment we left the village. This is not uncommon in the organization Anvu, where a team would have one of their members on standby, just in case the situation is too dire and he has to bail them out. As for you being on my side, I don't think you have a choice but to listen to me for the meanwhile. While I fight Orochimaru, you will be faced by 2 Jonin level shinobis. It is a situation I don't think that you can come out on top on. Or am I wrong, Naruto asks? As Kabuto remained quiet. Exactly, now listen to my plan. You will fight them only briefly and then you will quickly retreat. You will go back to Orochimaru base, where I am sure Sasuke is waiting right now. Once there, the 2 of you will take on the 4th one together and kill all of them. If I know Sasuke as well as I think I do, he would have no doubt become stronger over the past 3 years. The 2 of you should be able to take care of business. Kabuto stood there as he did not respond. As Naruto looked at him. Well, he said, you said that Kakashi has gotten stronger over the last 3 years. What do you mean by that? Kabuto asked. He has awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan. His eye has a space-time technique that goes by the name of Kamui. With a single glance, he's able to suck anything into that vortex. If he hits you properly, he can seal your entire body away. But focusing on a limb or your head would be much easier for him. So you have to be very careful regarding that, said Naruto. You can't expect me to believe that rubbish. How can a non-Uchiha awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan? Whether you believe it or not, will not change reality. You will take precautions if you value your life. Space-time ninjutsu and speed are the best combination to block this jutsu. He needs to have his eye trained on you to hit you, and his aim is not all that good right now. Also, because of the damage that he takes out of him, he prefers to use this jutsu as a last resort, because he knows that he will be left vulnerable if he misses a target. Kabuto thought to himself, I see no reason why he would lie about something like this. But this is unheard of. Kakashi Hatake, a non-Uchiha, awaken the Mangekyo? Okay, I might have no choice right now but to follow your plan. But what makes you think that Sasuke will aid me in this battle? Sasuke does not care about anything that is related to killing Itachi. It will take some serious convincing for him to help me. Something I don't think I have time for right now. Don't be ridiculous. The real reason why Tsunade approved this mission and assigned to this particular team is because of the possibility of retrieving Sasuke. All you have to do is make sure that you're right beside him when the others catch up, and the rest will take care of itself. If that is the case, then what is the point of me fighting alongside Sasuke? Think about it. I will become unimportant to them the moment they came in eyesight with him. Why should I risk my life fighting when I can divert their attention to him and then make my escape? As Naruto released a sigh. What? Said Kabuto, as he was genuinely curious. Well, to be honest, I don't think that you would so willingly lose fate and betray Orochimaru. I thought that since Sasuke is Orochimaru's prized next body, that you would want to protect him as best as you can. On the flip side, I knew that Sasuke would never run away, and he would choose to confront Team 7. I plan to keep you both together until I can arrive, to help you out. Why would I protect Sasuke if you plan to kill Orochimaru-sama anyway? Kabuto asks. I thought that you would try to play your hand until the last possible moment. Can you imagine what would happen if you leave Team 7 to Sasuke and abandon him? And if I were to lose Orochimaru, what do you think Orochimaru would do to you then? Kabuto's eyes widen in realization. He has a point. If I stick with Sasuke, and we can't finish off Team 7, then we just have to hold them off until Naruto arrives. But even if Naruto lost, then the same game plan would prove to be just as effective. Orochimaru-sama would arrive, and he would have no idea that I planned to side with Naruto because he would already be dead. I will be safe whichever scenario panned out, Kabuto thought to himself. I don't understand. Why would you set things up this way, said Kabuto. It almost sounds like I'm protecting you when you're injured, said Naruto, cutting him off. Yes, but why, said Kabuto, with a frown on his face as he did not understand the blonde. I guess it's about time you and I have that heart-to-heart conversation, isn't it? As Naruto walked past Kabuto, who did not move as he sat on the edge of the cliff. By now you should figure out I'm not going to attack you. So don't be so pensive. Come and have a seat. We have a lot to talk about. I guess I don't really have much of a choice now, do I, Naruto-kun? As Kabuto pushed his glasses up before he came to a seat. Our bodies in the real world. We've been in here for quite a while now. Don't you think it would look rather strange if we're just standing there, staring at each other for this long? Time flowed differently here. We could spend 5 hours in here, and only a quarter of a second would pass outside. So don't worry about what is happening in the real world. When we get back out there, it will be like this never happened at all. This is a wonderful technique, isn't it, said Kabuto, as he glanced around. So tell me, what do you want to talk about? I've read your profile in Sorcery Journal. I know everything about your past, your connections, the root, the organization, your mother, and how Konoha betrayed you by trying to get you and your mother to kill each other. I also know that Orochimaru used that information to manipulate you to join him, the same way that you're trying to use that information to force me to join you now, said Kabuto, as he forcefully restrained his anger, so he would not lash out at the blonde. No matter how long ago it happened, talking about his past, especially his mother, it always drive him to the edge of insanity, as he tried to restrain himself. Before you met her, and even after you met her, you had no idea where you were from, or where you were going. People like Danzo and the elders determine everything about your life, where you live, what you learn, where you are associated to go, even though you had no identity of yourself. No one ever allowed you to find it on your own, nor were they willing to tell you anything about yourself, or where you came from. When I read your profile, I thought, this guy was just like me. Kabuto narrowed his eyes curiously. Just like you, he said. Give me a break. What makes you think you could understand what I went through? What makes you think you can understand how I felt, Kabuto asked. His tone rising, but there was a bit of curiosity. Humans always put themselves on a pedestal. You don't understand what I've been through, this and that. When a man experienced such pain, he believed himself above everyone else, that no one can understand his pain. Just like Sasuke, he believes that no one can understand his pain, so he put himself above a pedestal. Everyone else is beneath him. They don't understand what he's been through. He can't even sympathize another person's pain because he believes that everyone else's pain is a drop in the ocean compared to his vast reserve of pain. Kabuto, you're not the only one that has suffered at the hands of Konoha. There are many others, myself included. When I grew up, I didn't know I was a Kyuubi Jinchuriki I didn't know where I came from nor who my parents or family was. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know why everyone in the village hated me so much. I had no idea who I was, what I was meant to do. Why was I even in this world? Just like you, I had no identity and no control of my own life. Every decision was made for me. Whether it be where I go, what I do, what I learn, everything was set aside for me. It was just like your situation. That is why I've chosen you, said Naruto. Chosen me? For what? To become one of my trusted partners and comrades. To become my friend. Is this some kind of joke Kabuto asks? As Naruto chuckled a bit. I don't know why I'm so surprised by that response, honestly. I should have expected it from you. So it is a joke, Kabuto asks. No, it is not a joke, Kabuto. Listen, I think I can understand you a bit. I was once like you as well. Because of my lack of identity and my low status in society, I always tried to attach myself to powerful people. I tried to get close to Sasuke subconsciously because he was from a popular clan and he was ranking highest in the academy. I also tried to attach myself to Sakura. She was one of the populous girls in the class and the highest grades as well. At the time she was the best Kunoichi in our class. Despite his lies and manipulation, I turned towards the third Hokage because he was the head of the village, the Hokage, and I always wanted to be seen with him. Not that your story is not interesting, but what does this have to do with me, said Kabuto. You really don't see how this is related to you, Kabuto. You're exactly the same way as I was back then. Back then, deep down in my heart, I knew that Harrison couldn't just be the kind old man that took pity on a poor orphan. I knew that he was lying about a lot of things, and I knew that he was manipulating me. But I pushed all those feelings away because I was afraid of facing the truth. I latched onto him, and I pushed myself to accomplish a goal that was out of my reach because I had no identity of myself. To become the Hokage because I saw the old man did that. It is the same thing with you, your relationship with Orochimaru. He has done what has been done in Konoha, and to many more children like you as well. But you know if you were to defy him, you will lose your status. So you went along with it. You tried to associate yourself with him as best as possible, because of that power, that status, that he came with. But you pushed and locked your real self away, never to be seen because you know that your real self would be nothing without Orochimaru, same as I was with the third Hokage. So we push those selves down, so we can become the person that we look up to. 3 years ago you and I fought, when I went to bring back Tsunade. Do you remember what you told me, Kabuto? Kabuto was snapped from his thoughts, as at the moment when Naruto was speaking he was currently in his mind, thinking about his life, his mother, his past, as he wondered what she would think of him right now, if she saw what he became despite her best wishes. What did I say, Kabuto asked. You said I was not worth yours or Orochimaru's interests, that I was a talentless shinobi that would not amount to anything, nothing compared to Sasuke. Those were your exact words. That is why I said I was just like you, quick to dismiss the ones that didn't really stand out, the ones with no real power at first. Our background from the beginning, our personality, the way we attach ourselves to the high political gain, these three things make us the same. That is why I believe that you and I can come to understand each other. That is why I believe you and I can become good friends. Friends in high places together, and help each other become stronger. Why is it we, the outcasts, the ones that really need each other's help, always ignore each other? Why is it that we're so willing to trample over each other just to get to the top? Wouldn't it be better off if we help each other out? Said Naruto rhetorically. I founded Uzu with this goal in mind. I want Uzu to be a place where the outcasts can come together as one, where they can find love, respect, and acceptance. Also, I want to be able to face my mother. When I have entered the afterlife, I want her to be proud of me, of what I have done for her home and for our people. And I also want to protect those who have suffered without a family name, riches, or status to protect them. Those are the people I want to help. Those are the people I want to protect the most. Kabuto, if you were to continue this path that you're walking now, do you think you'll be able to look at your mother, the one that gave you those glasses, so that you could see a brighter future in the eye? Said Naruto as he looked towards him. Kabuto was silent for a few seconds until he spoke. No. I wouldn't be able to face her. How could I face her when I was the one that killed her? I didn't kill my mother, said Naruto. But she died to protect me from Demon Fox. When I met her, she didn't even care. She was just so happy to see me. So happy to hold me in her arms. She told me that she would do it in a heartbeat once again, if it meant protecting me, and that she did not hold a grudge against me. Wait a minute. How did you meet your mother? Kushina Uzumaki died on the night of the Kyuubi attack. My father, Minato Namikaze, placed a fragment of his chakra and hers in my seal. A piece of their conscience so that they could see me in the future. When I tried to take control of the fox's power, I met her in my mindscape. I see, said Kabuto. I suppose it's possible, he thought. Minato Namikaze was a once-in-a-lifetime genius. In any case, I don't think your mother would hold a grudge against you. If you try your best, she would be proud to see you and call you her son, despite what happened. Kabuto turned towards him. Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that it would work? As he tried to see a hint of doubt, a hint of lie on Naruto's face. I won't lie to you, said Naruto. I'm not sure if it will work. But if I was in your situation, I would try to do my best, and hope for the best when the time comes for our reunion. It certainly beats spitting on your sacrifice, and dragging your name through the mud, down the path that you're going right now. I would try to help others out, just like how she reached a helping hand to help you. Kabuto looked down. Mother, you took pity on me and you helped me. You saved me. And yet, even though I was placed in a position to help countless others like me, instead I've done so much worse to them than was ever done to me. Mother, please, please forgive me. I will atone for my sins. I promise to change, to become a better person, Kabuto said. His heart was filled with regret and remorse for his past sins, as a lone tear slipped from his left eye and hit the ground. Kabuto went silent for a good 3 minutes. Before he spoke, I get it, he said. However, don't think I will ever forgive Konoha for what they did to me and my mother. Ever, said Kabuto. Naruto chuckled in his mind. That's exactly what I wanted to hear, he thought, maliciously. That suits me just fine. I have no intention of letting Konoha get away with what they've done either. Okay, I just want to get that out of the way. Your offer for me to join your organization and Uzu. As a clan head of the Sound, I accept. I want to make a fresh start, and I want to atone for my sins against the Sound clan and my mother memory. But I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I don't think I have enough power to protect anyone right now, or to even take on the Akatsuki. You've become stronger over the last 2.5 years. You were able to defeat Sasori by yourself. Do you have any ideas to share with me? Please, Kabuto said, in a humble and subdued tone. If you really want to do this, it's not going to be an easy road. Are you sure you want to do this? I'm sure. Naruto looked at him for a moment. I believe you, he said. Now, Kabuto, you're the one in Orochimaru access and information. You're telling me with all of that you couldn't find something to help you get stronger. Especially once he's gone, said Naruto. Kabuto's eyes widened. I can't believe I never thought about it that way, he said. You have a lot to think about now, and you have an identity and reputation to forge. Don't be too hard on yourself, my friend. As Naruto patted him on the shoulder. Friends, huh? Does this make us friends now? Kabuto asked. As he never thought you'd be here one day. A day where he can genuinely call someone a friend. Yes. I believe this is the beginning of a great and everlasting friendship, said Naruto, with a small smile. That sounds good to me, said Kabuto as he thought. Mother, are you watching? I just made my first friend. What do you think about him? Do you think he will make a good friend? Do you think I've made the correct decision, he thought. He didn't look back down still anyways. Who are the other members of the organization? Right now there are only 5 of us, said Naruto. Me, Ninja Hyuga, the Nadabichi Julkifu, the Kurama Heiress, and you, said Naruto. That's a powerful group of people, but are you sure? It will be enough to take on the Akatsuki. Akatsuki work in 2-man cell, so it doesn't matter how many people they have, as long as we don't fight them at the same time. Also, there are 2 other members I haven't met yet. They were recruited by Fu herself. She won't tell me yet. It's supposed to be some kind of surprise. As Naruto laughed fondly at that, Kabuto smirked. Are you perhaps romantically involved with her, Naruto-kun, he said, as he pushed up his glasses. Huh, is it real that obvious, said Naruto. You have no idea, said Kabuto as he laughed, at Naruto's expense. Well, I guess I should work a bit harder on my emotional control, said Naruto. Perhaps that wouldn't be a bad idea. Anyway, on an equal note, I think I could recruit more members for the organization. There are a few people I can think of on top of my head, Sasuke Uchiha included. I was actually thinking of asking you to do something like that for me. It's a good idea, and you have my blessing to use your discretion in the choosing of the members, said Naruto. But, said Naruto, as Kabuto looked towards him, Sasuke Uchiha cannot be one of those members. I don't think I could ever trust someone like him. It also doesn't help that he's a Uchiha as well. I don't understand, I thought. With him being a Uchiha would be a good thing. With the power of the Sharingan and all. Kurama doesn't want me to be associated with the Uchihas. He offered me his power in exchange. That I would kill Sasuke Uchiha, eradicate the entire clan. So basically what you're saying is that Kurama is a Kyuubi's name, and that associating yourself with the Uchihas will be a breach in the contract that you have. Or a betrayal, said Kabuto. Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying, said Naruto. Okay then, so what will I do with him? Simple, let him go. I owe him for sparing my life 3 years ago. He could have simply killed me when I passed out, but he went off to Orochimaru. Besides, he had his own goal in mind, to kill Itachi, who happened to be an enemy of mine in my new organization. The best case in mind will be the both of them end up killing each other. Nevertheless, the world will have one Uchiha left, without me even have to lift a finger, and that will work out just fine for me. Kabuto chuckled. You're one interesting person, Naruto-kun, he said. So I've heard, said Naruto. So, anyway, I appreciate if you would explain step by step. How am I supposed to proceed after this, said Kabuto. Well, you will do as we discussed earlier, draw Team 7 to your base. Along with Sasuke. The two of you will kill them, or if you can, hold them off until I arrive, where we will proceed to dispose of all of them. Okay, I got everything up until that point. It is what proceed afterwards. I will place a reverse summoning seal on yourself. That will allow you to reverse summon yourself to this cliff, in the real world, not my mindscape. I know that, said Kabuto. Yeah, anyway, there are 4 islands situated around Oza. These islands are secret lab research that we've disguised look like they're normal islands, but they actually have state-of-the-art research laboratories that expand deep underground. You will be in charge of these facilities. In other words, you will be the chief scientist of the research facilities. I want you to collect all of Orochimaru's work that will be useful to us and transfer to Uza. I also want you to use everything from his notes to enhance your powers, so that will be strong enough to take on the Akatsuki, and to also have the power to protect Uza and the Sound Clan as well. I will send a message to Fu so that she can prepare for your arrival and the Sound Clan as well. You will also get liberty to choose any of the unoccupied compounds. When all that is said and done, and you finish with your training and recruitment, I want you to send a message to me within Konoha. That is when we will become an official organization. That is when I, Neji, Yakumo, and the branch member of the Hyuga clan will escape Konoha unnoticed, said Naruto. You've really given this a lot of thought, have you? Of course, said Naruto. I wouldn't be much of a leader if I did not. I see, said Kabuto, as both men looked over the fake Uza. We should go back now and execute the plan. Are you ready? Said Naruto. Kabuto steeled his gaze and resolve. Yes, he said. Back to the real world. Our main goal is to retrieve Sasuke. Just tell us where he is, and there's no need for me to kill you, said Naruto, in a deep, demonic voice. Of course, he had no intention of letting Orochimaru live. His main goal here was to kill the man, so that everything could work out. Naruto, why aren't you using that ability to adapt my chakra to yours? You know that using my chakra in this form will be harmful to your body, said Kurama within his mind. I know, but we have to keep up appearances for now. Your chakra is known for its corrosive nature, and that is what the others have to witness once I use it. Besides, I'm a Uzumaki with the ultimate medical ninjutsu. This is nothing to me. I'm losing my patience. I'm the 9-tailed demon fox, snooping around like a small rat for a cup of tea. Isn't my thing, and neither should it be yours, with you being my container, said Kurama. And that is exactly why humans have been able to suppress and control you throughout the ages. You have to understand that power is not the only thing. It takes a lot more than raw power to defeat a smart enemy. You have to complement that power with a brilliant mind and careful planning. Having said that though, it won't be long before we leave Konoha, and we can strike the world with our true power. Kurama growled, but he said nothing more as he ended the conversation. He would be lying if he said that his ego was not wounded, but Naruto's words were no lie. Despite his power, he had been defeated by mere humans and used as a prisoner. Power was not enough to rule this world. You need the mind. I hope you know what you're doing, he said, as he just relaxed. Back in the outside world. Oh, come on, child. I thought you'd be over Sasuke-kun by now. Whatever friendship you might have in the past is long gone. Sasuke-kun is mine. I tried to warn you. Remember that when I reintroduced you to the Shinigami, said Naruto. Orochimaru frowned, as he remembered his arms being taken away by the damn Shinigami. I was willing to entertain you, but in a few seconds you have gone from irritating to annoying. And now, as you are a small itch, I will scratch you off and remove you completely. Orochimaru released an abundance of killer intent, but Naruto was unfazed. As his claw dig into the bridge, his eyes slitted. The bridge started to tremble as three tails waved behind Naruto. Sakura swallowed thickly this chakra. It feels a lot more evil than Gaara 3 years ago. Is this what Naruto's really like when he was at power? Thought Sakura as she was worried. So this is his power. I wonder if this is how he defeated sorcery. Naruto! The voice of Yamato said. Now I know why you were placed to fill in for Kakashi-sensei, Yamato. But there's no need to worry. I'm in complete control of myself. Your services would not be needed. I know what I'm doing. Are you sure about that, Yamato asked. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10.5. Is that good enough for you? Okay, that's good enough I guess, said Yamato. As Yamato gazed narrowed, the Kyuubi's chakra is so potent. How is his body not bubbling under such an intense pressure? Good, now remember, no matter what you see, or no matter what form I take from here on out, I'm in control. The rest of you must focus on Kabuto. Leave Orochimaru to me. Remember the mission comes first, before anything else. That's right. We have to get Sasuke-kun back at any cost. If all we have to do is capture Kabuto, then that is what we will do, said Sakura. Kids. Always so willing to scream out your dreams. Like everything come easily. Oh well. I guess you have to learn your lesson the hard way, said Kabuto as he pushed up his glasses. As Naruto's feet tensed on the bridge, it started to crack. As Orochimaru looked at him, as he prepared himself. As Kabuto activated his chakra scalpels and turned towards the Konoha ninjas. And in a second it all happened. But guys, I'm the subscribe right here. For more sports and do like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on the bell notifications they posted. Remember, share to all their friends and social media platform. But I'm out for now. See you guys soon. Peace.